Have you ever thought to yourself, man, like Dodge has been getting over on people for the last 7 years. They have been making money like crazy, and they haven't really given us anything new. Like, they've given us the same cars with the same engines, with the same trims for the last 7 years, but somehow or another, prices have gone up every single year. Like, check this out. The MSRP for a 2015 Dodge Charger RT ScatPack, which was the first year that the ScatPack was available, was $40,990, right? And this is in 2015. In 2023, this same car, same engine, same body, same trim, is going for $56,840, $16,000 more than what it was 7 years ago. But they're giving us the same body, the same engine, the same interior, nothing changed. The Hellcat in 2015, 707 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque, had an MSRP of $59,995. In the year 2023, it's going for $89,995. That's almost $30,000 more in 7 years for the exact same car, exact same trim, and a bigger supercharger. Dodge has been taking people to the cleaners for the last 7 years, and no one has realized it. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video, man. So you can tell I'm in a car that makes this a car blog. You already know what's going down when I come around. Let's get into it. Car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, anything and everything car related happens on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around because you are in the right place. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. So let me hit you with some numbers, man. Some numbers that you may have never known or maybe you just forgot. 2015 Dodge Charger ScatPack. This was the first year that the ScatPack was available. Had an MSRP of $40,990. All right. And we're talking about slim body. No such thing as wide body back then. 485 horsepower, 60 pound-feet of torque, 6.4 liter, 392 V8 HEMI. The same HEMI that's in my car as we speak. MSRP of $40,990. 40,000. Let me say that again. 40,000. For a 485 horsepower muscle car sedan. The MSRP for Dodge Charger ScatPack in 2023 is $54,835. That's almost $15,000 more over 7 years. And what has Dodge done in those 7 years? They gave you a wide body kit. They give you bigger tires, bigger rims, and fender flares for $15,000. Over 7 years. The interior is the exact same. The U-Connect is the exact same. The under the hood is the exact same. The engine has not changed. Transmission has not changed. Suspension has not changed. Nothing has changed in 7 years except for bigger tires, bigger wheels, fender flares. And they actually took away the fog lights. So if anything, they took away stuff. And somehow or another, they're charging $15,000 more over 7 years. It doesn't stop there. 2015 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat, ladies and gentlemen. 707 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque. The MSRP, are you ready? $59,995. That's not including destination or gas guzzler's tax, which can add up to an additional $3,095, right? For the manual transmission. So if you wanted the manual back then, you have to pay an extra 3 G's for it. $59,995. If Hellcats were going for $59,995 or $59,995 right now, there would be no Hellcats. Hellcats back then were the price of ScatPacks now, or not even now. ScatPacks probably 3 years ago. ScatPacks right now, I've seen ScatPacks going north of $70,000. You know what I'm saying? In 2023. All right, so boom, let's do the math. $59,995 for a Hellcat in 2015. A Hellcat in 2023, of course, with the wide body kit and a bigger supercharger, $89,135. They haven't changed the interior. They haven't changed the exterior. They haven't given you better technology. The car is the exact same. The engine is the exact same. They gave you a bigger supercharger, though. They gave you bigger wheels, but that's it. But somehow or another, they were able to add on almost $30,000 over 7 years. Dodge has been getting away with robbery for the last 7 years, and I don't think anybody's talking about it. 2015 Scat Packs were going for 40 G's, bro. Are you serious? You had a 500 horsepower muscle car for $40,000. Now, of course, leather seats, sunroof, gold rims, silver rims, black rims, all that stuff adds up. So quite naturally, 40,000 will probably turn into 43, 44, 45 maybe. But still, you've got a brand new 500 horsepower sedan muscle car with all the trimmings for $44,000, 45 maybe. And then the Hellcat, $59,995 MSRP. Of course, not fully loaded. Once you fully loaded and option it out, you might be paying $64,000 for a Hellcat in 2023. There are no Hellcats in 2023 at that price. If people right now in 2023 could get a Hellcat wide body for $65,000, fully loaded, optioned out to the teeth, there would be no Hellcat sitting on the lots. Every Hellcat would already be allocated. Even the pre-ordered ones, they haven't even been created yet. But somehow or another, between 2015 and 2023, Dodge was able to sneak in an extra $30,000 on top of the Hellcat, and somehow or another, instead of $59,000, it's now $89,000. And you know, like I know, depending on the dealership that you go to, that $89,000 can easily turn into like $109. Matter of fact, let's do some mathematicals, right? Let's do some mathematicals right now. Let's see here, 2023 Dodge Charger Hellcat, and I'm just looking locally, so let's just go Charlotte, North Carolina, because I know you guys want to test my hypothesis or my theory there. Let's see how much they cost. Oh my God, Keffer Jeep Dodge 2023 Charger SRT. You guys want to guess how much they're asking for? 2023 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat wide body 4-door sedan. You want to guess how much they're asking for? $114,130. Let me say that again. $114,000 and $130. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what I like to call a house. Cars went from being cars to life decisions that you got to make now, or you know, housing decisions that you're now making at the dealership. Almost $60,000 more than what it was originally MSRP'd at. MSRP $59,995 in 2015. In Charlotte, North Carolina, a 2023 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat wide body. I don't even know if this is the red eye or the jailbreak. It just says Hellcat wide body. They want an MSRP of $114,130. Dodge has been getting away with robbery for the last 7 years. They have been killing us, and we didn't even realize it. And all they gave us was fender flares, bigger wheels. For the Charger, they gave us an updated front end, which really isn't updated because all they did was took it from the Durango and put it on the Charger. And what else? What else did they give us, guys? Nothing. They gave the Hellcats bigger superchargers. It's still the base 6.2 liter HEMI V8 under there, but they gave you a bigger supercharger, gave you a bigger airbox, gave you stronger internals. And somehow or another, they were able to take it from 707 to 807. But they also tacked on an extra $30,000 in those last 7 years. $15,000 for the Scat Packs, $30,000 for the Hellcats. It's wild, man. It's wild. You know what I'm saying? It is wild. I mean, let me see if I can do some old school math here, because I actually took a picture of my old I took a picture of my old SXT Plus. What do they call that thing right there? The sales sticker or whatever. Total price, because I got mine fully loaded. It had the Beats audio, it had the leather seats, had the sunroof, had the big 20s, had the sport mode. It was $36,000. That was fully loaded. In 2015 SXT Plus rally package, right? Leather seats, sunroof, 20-inch rims, Beats audio, came out to $36,330, right? I'm going to put this picture online for you so that you can see. $36,330 for an XXT rally. Started at $29,000. They had a base price of $29,995. The SXTs in 2023 have an MSRP of $35,345. So my fully loaded SXT Rally in 2015 at $36,000, leather seats, sunroof, Beats audio, 20s, sport mode, all that, is now the base price for SXTs in 2023. And when you option it out with the leather seats and the sunroof and the 20s and the sport mode and all that stuff, you're now paying $40,000 for a V6. And what is the difference between my 2015 and the 2023s now? Not a damn thing. Except for almost a $10,000 difference. I'm telling you guys, I mean, I was just sitting here thinking about it the other day, and I was talking to one of my boys about it, and he was like, when you think about it, Dodge has been getting away with highway robbery for the last 7 years. They have not bothered to be creative, unique. They have not bothered to recreate the wheel. They have not bothered to do any of that, but they have consistently jacked up the prices each and every year. I mean, you can look at from 2015 to 2019, to 2022 to 2023, every year for some reason, somehow or another, the Charger goes up, the Challenger goes up, the Durango goes up. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, I understand it's a new year, but why is it more expensive this year than last year when it's the exact same car? Like, you put my 2020 next to a 2023 wide body ScatPack, you will not be able to tell the difference. The only way that you could tell is if we turned on our hazard lights, and then you would see the 23s or the 22s and up have the flashing lights where the entire light itself flashes, as opposed to the 2020s and under where it's just the little hazard marker in the middle. That's the only way that you could tell the 2022 and up. But looking at it, same car, same body, same engine, same suspension, same transmission. But I can almost guarantee you that if you were to go out and buy a 2023 Dodge Charger wide body that was spec'd like mine, you would be paying almost $10,000 more than I did for the exact same car. Dodge has been getting away with robbery, man, and nobody's talking about it. I don't think anybody has ever mentioned it. I think at the end of the day, I mean, between the promotional stuff that they do, the marketing, the commercials, the fact that all the rappers and athletes are driving these cars, the fact that a lot of these cars are in movies. I mean, Fast and the Furious, come on now. The fact that it seems like every year they give us 10 more horsepower. I mean, at first it was 707, then it was 797, and then it was 840, and then it went down to 807. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things, like every year they just give us 10 more horsepower in hopes that we would forget the fact that, you know, we're now paying $10,000 to $15,000 more for essentially a bigger supercharger and a bigger airbox so that the car can breathe. I've never seen a supercharger that was $10,000. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm sure the upper end of them maybe so. I've never seen an airbox that was $10,000, but somehow or another, in the mind of the executives at Dodge, it made sense that, okay, bigger supercharger, bigger airbox, $12,000 more. It makes sense. And we still buy these cars, so let's not act like we're not buying them. There's people at the dealership right now looking at a Charger Hellcat like, okay, $101,000. Okay, that's a good price right there. I can work with that. I like that. $1,200 a month. Oh yeah, I can work with that. I like those numbers. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reality of the situation when it comes to cars. It's like, whatever you consider to be outrageous and simply egregious as far as what you would pay for a car, there's somebody that'll come right behind you and be like, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? You see $100,000 Dodge Charger, you walk away immediately. Hell no. $100,000, it better have an AMG on the side of it, or M Series, or SVJ. But somebody else is gonna come right behind you and, okay, $101,000 Dodge Charger. Okay, I get 4 seats. Okay, 4 doors, big trunk, 6.2 liter HEMI. That's what I'm talking about. You know, God is good. So, I mean, Dodge has been getting away with highway robbery for the last 7 years in front of our eyes, and no one has ever questioned it whatsoever. Like, you should have seen my face when I saw that the original Hellcats were $59,000, bro. Man, like, I wish I was in a position to get a Hellcat in 2015, because I would have. I would have said, the hell with this whole V6 thing. I would have got my Hellcat, boom, right then and there. When Tall Guy had his Hellcat in 2015 and Street Speed had his Hellcat in 2015, I should have been getting my Hellcat, but I was trying to buy a house. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to buy a house back then. So my priorities, I mean, depending on who you talk to, may be out of order or in order. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know, let me start up with this little V6 thing and see what I can do. Not to mention, I was coming from a Honda Civic EX. So it'd be kind of crazy to go from a Honda Civic EX to a 700 horsepower muscle car. That would probably be a crazy jump. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's working. Whatever marketing plan they had, it worked for 7 years, and they put the blindfold over the industry for 7 years. And they sold us shit, and they expected us to eat it like caviar. You know what I'm saying? And we did for 7 years. They got over on us on that end for 7 years. Absolutely no changes, no updates whatsoever. My 2020 wide body interior looks exactly like my 2015 SXT interior. I lie to you not. The only difference is the 392 badge, the ScatPack emblems on the seats, and the drive mode buttons. You know, I've got the drive modes, and that's honestly it. Like, I've just got one button that says drive mode. You know what I'm saying? Everything else looks the exact same as my 2015, now that I think about it. You know what I'm saying? And somehow or another, because I paid $47 for this, and my 2015 was $36, $11,000 more. They got an extra $11,000 out of me, and all they gave me was a bigger engine and bigger tires. They got me too. They got me too. They got all of us. Let's just be honest here. It's what it is, man. Dodge has been gaming us for the last 7 years, and it has worked. It has worked. So, as always, guys, it's been your boy Knockout 360, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Talk to me, man. How do you feel about that? Because I'm sure I'm not the only one that sees this or recognizes this. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I'm not the only one. $30,000 in 7 years, and all you gave us was a bigger supercharger and a bigger airbox and bigger wheels for $30,000. That's right. That's wild. That is unfathomable to even think that nobody picked that up. But, you know, as always, guys, it's been your boy Knockout 360, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Talk to me. How do you feel about this? I mean, knowing what you know now, you and I both know we still got to get a Hellcat, though. Before it's all said and done, we still got to get a Hellcat, and Dodge is going to get us for another $20,000. It is what it is, man. It's a vicious circle. But see you guys in the next one. Peace.